I am so freaking excited to be here, and I'm so excited that you are in this group. That means that you have some kind of interest in coaching and how it could fit into your life. Maybe you have some questions about it. Maybe you are just curious to see what I actually do as a coach. In this video, I really just want to, first of all, welcome you guys and say hello, and I want to learn a little bit about why you joined this group. So that's the first thing you are gonna do. Comment below why you joined this group, a little bit about yourself, and also just any questions that you have, like before we even go through the group, any questions that you have about coaching, any questions about me or anything like that. But I really quickly just want to run through, how this group is going to be run, the expectations of the group, the purpose of the group, and also like who I'm looking for, because that's really important. That's one of the biggest reasons I fell in love with coaching, is because I get to choose who I want to work with. And I know in past work environments, when I was serving, when I was working multiple jobs, it was a tough thing to show up to work today when you don't absolutely love who you're working with. And so there is specific people I'm looking to work with, but I'm going to talk all about that. And then I'm also just going to share a little bit more about my story in case you've never heard it before. But I hope that this water, I'm literally out sitting by the pool because it's so beautiful and I didn't want to be like stuck in the office. Another little perk of coaching is you can work from wherever. But I'm really excited to have you guys here. So just bear with me. This is going to be a pretty quick video, and then we will get started on like the first task tomorrow, and I'll do another live video. So quick little expectations and how this is going to be run. So the real purpose of this group is to just, like I said, get a little sneak peek into what I actually do as a coach every single day. I know that everybody's like, well, I see you work out every single day. I see you posting your meals. I see you inviting to your boot camp, but what do you actually do behind the scenes of what I'm putting on Instagram? And so that's what I really want to share, is what is the work that goes into it behind the scenes. And the purpose is also, to see how this is going to fit into your life and to see, your passion for it come out. And also just to get outside your comfort zone, guys. That is something, that coaching has given me the opportunity to do. It is constantly forcing me to grow and to get uncomfortable and to do new things and to try new things and to fail forward and to meet new people. And it is just this beautiful growth, and who I was 4 years ago or 2 years ago or even a year ago is completely different than who I am now. And that is the beauty of this business. It is that it is truly about you growing into your best self. So, expectations of the group. I am going to be going live in here once a day for the next 5 days and just sharing a little bit about mindset or about how I actually earn money, or something that I need, a task that I want you guys to do that is like a coaching task. It's going to be so freaking simple, but the expectation is that after I go live, you check in here once a day and you just watch the live video. It's only going to be probably 10 minutes max. Watch the live video, comment on whatever I, ask you to do for the day, and complete the task. Like I said, it's going to be very simple. It's not going to be hard. It might get you a little outside of your comfort zone, but it's going to be very simple. The other expectation is just try out the workouts. I literally gave you guys 5 free workouts to do, all from Beachbody On Demand. We have, if you don't know, we have over 70 different programs. Nutrition programs, workout programs, yoga, weightlifting, cardio, all different types of programs. Barre is the new program. And so this kind of just gives you a sneak peek into, what you're going to be able to have access to when you do become a coach, if you aren't already part of my boot camp or my test group. It kind of gives you a little look at all the variety that we have to offer and all of the value that we have to offer people to help them get started on their own journey. So you're gonna try out the workouts every day. I did post a meal plan for y'all in the units section. So it's very simple. You check out the food list, kind of make your own plan. It's just more in this group, very much just becoming a little bit more aware about your food. And I wanted to give you some kind of nutrition plan to go along with the workouts, so you can actually get results in the next 5 days. You can feel better in the next 5 days. You can feel more energetic and excited to wake up in the morning and feel more alive. I know that a lot of that comes from your workouts, moving your body, and also fueling your body with good food. So those are just the few expectations. Check in here once a day, watch the live video, comment on whatever the task is, check out the workouts, try out the meal plan. It's gonna be so fun, guys. I'm so freaking excited. If you're watching this video, you're in here for a reason, and I just really challenge you to come in here every single day for the next 5 days. It's not gonna take so much of your time, but it is gonna be so worth it. So, talked about expectations, how it's gonna be run, purpose of this group. Now I wanna talk a little bit about, who am I looking for? So, as a coach, like I said, we get to create our own teams. So right now, my team is Excelsior, and if you don't know, that is actually the New York State motto. It means ever upward. And we are just a team that is so different. We all come from different backgrounds. We all have different stories. We are different ages. We have all of these different things, but we're united because we want to become the best versions of ourselves. So the girl that I am looking for to become a part of our team, Team Excelsior, is someone that is extremely hardworking. Guys, I started this when I was going to school full-time and working 2 jobs. I didn't have time, but I made time because it was important to me. It became a priority to, work now how others won't, so that I can live later how others can't. And so I'm looking for somebody that is hardworking, who's not gonna make excuses, who's just gonna show up and do their best and get uncomfortable and grow every single day. And I'm also looking for someone who wants to literally get into the best freaking shape of their life. We are health coaches for a reason. We are health and fitness coaches. We help people get healthy and fit, and the way that you are going to be able to help other people get healthy and fit is by you leading by example and getting into the best shape of your life. That doesn't mean you have to be in perfect shape to start. That is not true at all. I've seen women start who had 200 pounds to lose, or I've seen myself, my story is very different. I'm trying to gain weight. You don't have to be in the perfect shape or be this perfect person on Instagram in order to be a coach, because the truth is that's not relatable. People want to be on the journey with you and go on the journey with you so that they can see themselves through your story. So, hardworking, you have the desire and are willing to put in the work to get into the best shape of your life. You want to have an impact on other people. This is huge. I think for me, this is one of the big things that drew me to coaching, because when I was serving and when I was working these other jobs, I never felt like I truly was having a positive impact on anyone else. And when I got started with coaching, my main goal was, if I can just help one other person, if I could just help one other woman feel confident again, feel excited to wake up in the morning, feel like she has a way out of her debt, her anxiety, has an outlet, has a community, has friends. If I can just help one other person do that, then it would all be worth it. And then that one person turned to 2 and 3 and 5 and 10 and 20 and 100. And it becomes addicting when you're having an impact on other people's lives, because you truly are helping people change their lives and become the best freaking versions of themselves, not just for them, but for their families, their spouses, for them to show up the best mom they can be, for them to show up the best worker they can be. And like I said, the last thing, the person that I'm looking for just wants to grow. It is very uncomfortable to grow. It is constant, pushing yourself past that limit that you have set in your head, but it's fun. And it feels so good when you do reach that next level and you're like, wow, I really did this. I can go to that next level and I just want to keep growing. It becomes addicting. So that is who I'm looking for, not a specific story, not a specific person who weighs a specific amount. You don't have to look a certain way. I just want someone who is willing to show up, who is willing to work hard, and who is willing to get uncomfortable and grow. So I did want to share just a little bit about my story if you haven't heard it before. So for me, I feel like I'm kind of like an anomaly. I got started when I was 18 years old, and it was my first year of college. I had moved from New York to South Carolina to go to college because I just wanted to be in the sunshine, the reason why I'm sitting out here now. And I just had so many expectations. I was so excited to go to college, and then I was so excited to make friends, to go to parties, to like have this social life. And then I got to college. I came in as a sophomore, and I started working 2 jobs on top of going to school full time and having a really crazy credit load. And I got quickly burnt out. Anxiety started taking over every single aspect of my life. I was in and out of the doctor's office with stomach issues because my anxiety was so bad. And I just remember looking in the mirror one day and being like, I don't recognize this girl staring back at me, and I refuse to be her anymore. I need to make a change. That night, I was scrolling on Facebook, saw this transformation post of a girl I knew back home, and it wasn't even a crazy transformation. It was literally, maybe she lost 5 pounds, but she just looked happy, and I craved that. So I was the anomaly. I actually messaged her and I was like, whatever you're doing, like, sign me up, I want in. She told me that if I signed up as a discount coach, I would get 25% off, all my products. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what that means, but like, sign me up because I'm broke. Hope you guys can't hear that car alarm. But I got started, and literally a week into my journey, a week into doing my 30-minute workouts in my dorm room, which, side note, I had been going to the gym. I was a past athlete, I was very active in high school, and when I got to college, I was no longer playing sports, and so I would go to the gym and I would just jump on the treadmill because I didn't really know what else to do. So when I got started on my journey, and I had these, at the time it was a DVD to put into, I just watched it in my dorm room. I would do these workouts in my dorm room, 30 minutes, it fit my schedule, and I did that for a week. I started drinking my superfoods every day, and literally after a week, I felt like a different human. I started sleeping better, my energy was up. I started to feel that like confident mad that I knew was in there come back out. And like I said, I just wanted everyone else to feel as good as I was feeling. I had no idea what coaching actually meant, but I started sharing my journey on social media, just being completely open, and not even in the hopes of, really helping anyone. It was more so like holding myself accountable and just being a positive light. And so I had no intentions of building this business, but about 1.5 years into my journey, I had moved back to New York. I was at a different school. I was a transfer student, and I started working this serving job at this really nice inn, and it was not my vibe. It was the worst job I've ever worked. I was having panic attacks before work every single day. They had me on the schedule for 40 hours a week when I was only supposed to work part-time, and I was so burnt out. And I remember walking in and being like, hey, I need Thanksgiving and Christmas, these 2 weeks off, because my family lives out of state and I'm going to visit them. And they said, you have to choose one. You have to work on either Thanksgiving or Christmas. At the time, I'm literally like 19 years old. And I was like, yeah, no, I put my 2 weeks in that day. So that was kind of, my back was up against the wall. I had rent to pay. I was living in a house by myself. I had bills to pay. I commuted to school every single day. I was doing everything by myself, and without a job, how the hell was I going to pay for it? So I put my back up against the wall, and at this time I saw my coach was traveling. She had just quit her full-time teaching job to go full-time with coaching, and I was like, okay, what is this coaching thing? Like, how do I actually work this business? So I put my back up against the wall. I got uncomfortable. I reached out to my coach, and I started growing my business from there, and somehow I was able to pay my rent that month. And so that's just a little bit about my story. After that, I really made it my goal to be able to not have to get a job after college. I had been working so hard for all of high school, for all of college, and I just craved to have some kind of control over my own life. I was tired of bosses making my schedule. I was tired of not traveling. I was tired of not having the freedom to see my family when I wanted to see them. And so I made it my job to not get a job after college, and that's what I did. Now, 4 years into my journey, those first couple of years I wasn't really working the business as a business. I just kind of did it as a hobby. Now it's very serious. It is my full-time job. Beachbody does not, guarantee any level of success or income. It's literally all based upon your hard work, your diligence, and your skill, but that is literally the most empowering part about it. You know, you are your own boss. You, however hard you want to work, that is going to be reflected in your income. However many lives you change, that is what brings you that freedom, whatever you crave. And I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow. We're going to talk about, you know, vision and mindset and what you really crave to get out of this business. But for now, I just wanted to share a little bit about my story. Maybe there's parts of it that you can relate to. And I just challenge you to get outside your comfort zone this week and show up for the workouts. Try out the workouts every single day. Try out the nutrition plan. Come in here, make some friends, you know, get uncomfortable and just do this for you. You know, if you feel stuck right now, I feel you. I've been there, and you deserve a life that you love, and I'm telling you right now, you're capable of making it happen, but it's going to take work. So show up in here the next 5 days, check out the videos, comment on the videos, and let's just freaking rock this thing. If you guys have any questions at all, please post them in here, because if you have it, somebody else has it, and I just want to make sure that we hit everything. So thank you so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'm so freaking excited to learn more about you and really figure out how I can be the best mentor for when you get started on your coaching journey. All right, I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.